glad we live. Okay. Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Hope y'all can see me good. I gotta move this. Matter of fact, I'll keep it there. Should be good. So, Coach Prime. I forgot to say Coach Prime in the thing, man. I'm wilding. However, Coach Prime, this ain't gonna be for a long video. This ain't gonna be a long video. Coach Prime is pulling Jackson State out of the Classic, out of the Southern Heritage Classic, a tradition they have every year, playing Tennessee State. Now, people are got their panties in a bunch, getting upset because they feel like, why would you do that? This is what we do. Look, everybody is getting the wrong deal about Coach Prime. Coach Prime is out here making things happen. Making things happen. And what I mean by that is he's trying to turn HBCUs into real football programs. He's tired of all this, oh, we're going to do a classic. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to have a playoff. No, he's trying to integrate JSU into the CFB. College football. He's trying to put it in D1A. You know, and that's been the problem I've said for years with black colleges. This has been my problem with a lot of black colleges, is that they're too focused on these damn classics. Look, man, them classics ain't gonna get you nowhere. But see, black colleges never, like, at one point they were in the football. Then they stopped the talk. Then they basically just stopped, really talking about football. They went to talk about the bands. Now you got the bands coming out saying we get treated worse than football players. I'm like, man, I ain't know that, but I ain't think that happened. Classic last night. I'm on mute. No, my mic should be working. You can't hear me? Oh yeah, it was a classic last night. Because you actually got to hear me break down football. I broke down football for you, and I explained to you what was wrong with the defense they were playing. And I broke down what everything was. What's up, Dante? Yeah, I broke down the game last night, which it wasn't hard to break down. You got your cornerbacks out here playing 5 yards to 7 yards deep. You're giving when you're going against good or great receivers, like a Stephon Diggs, who's a great receiver in this league, you don't give them no 5 to 7 yard cushion. You beat them up at the line. You have to get physical with those type of receivers. You can't give them a free release. You get them a free release. It's crazy. Prime won that subdivision national title. No, Dante, Prime wants to win a national title. He wants to one day put Jackson State in D1A where they play against real competition. That's what he's trying to build. He's trying to do everything like it was back in the day when it was all black colleges were at the top. And then they started integrating, taking our players away. And basically our players started going there because they were lied to, saying, oh, you could get to the pros if you go here to the Florida States, the Michigans, the USCs, instead of staying at the black colleges and building the black colleges up. See, that's what black people do. We should have stayed desegregated. I told people we should have stayed desegregated a long time ago. When we were desegregated, that's when we were at our, segregated, excuse me. We should have stayed segregated. I apologize. Retract what I said. We should have stayed segregated. When we were segregated, that's the closest we were. That was the strongest we were. That was the smartest we were. Even when it was all the sports we were doing that, we were fine. We could have made our own leagues and stuff and did what we had to do. But we never were privy to that like they were. They were privy to all those things. But Prime wants to win national titles. He don't want to win no damn regular D1 AA college. National title thing. That's not what he wants to do. He wants to win the real thing. And a lot of people are missing Prime's point. They're missing Coach Prime's point, and that's the reason why a lot of people are going to fall by the wayside, because they're not looking at what he's trying to do. Everybody is trying to do the same old cliche. We're going to do classics. We're going to do all of this. That's fine and dandy, but you're not really getting notoriety. You're not. Since Prime entered into the HBCU ranks as a coach, they got TV deals now. They're being shown more often. Hell, I was watching a black college game. I think it was North Carolina Central, and I forgot who they were playing. They were showing it. They make money on the classics, but Dante, the thing is, are you going to make more money as a football program on the classics, or are you going to make more money when you get to that next level? If they get to D1A, dude, they'll get paid double what they're getting paid. That's what I'm saying. Deion will sacrifice that check. You guys got to understand, Deion is paying for most of this stuff out of his pocket. Deion is paying for a lot of stuff out of his pocket. Deion has vision. See, the rest of these black colleges don't have visions. Yeah, you get paid off the classics, but you must not get paid that much because Florida A&M's going through their thing with the eligibility and the people getting paid their money. The universities going broke. All these universities going broke. So where's the money going from the classics? Oh, I know where it's going. It's going in Negroes' pockets who have nothing to do with the football program or anything. I know because I went to a black college. Those classics, yeah, you get paid, but you don't get paid like that, Dante. That's why Deion's trying to get to D1A, because if he gets his team to like the Big 12 or something, or the Sun Belt Conference, or even the Big East, if he could get them there, he's going to make way more money than he is playing in the SWAC. That's why Deion's trying to change these guys' mindset. That's the problem. We have too many boys. We got too many token Negroes in the wrong spot. We need more innovators. We need more leaders. And that's the problem. And that's what that's what Coach Prime is trying to do. He's trying to build. He's trying to build everything up. No, I agree. Oh, cool, Dante. No, Dante, we not disagreeing or nothing. I agree with your statement. If whoever watched this on the playback, Dante S said black colleges make money on the classics. That's the only reason why they do it. He is absolutely 100% right. You're right. You're right. They make a lot of money on classics. But the problem that we're having is people, the money that they're making, they're not really like, they could make more money if they were playing, if they started beating the D1A schools. Like that's what Prime's trying to do. He's trying to show these other black colleges, yo, we can be we can be powerhouses as well. We could get to the next level. Let's do it. What's up, Feltimore? Like, let's do it. Deion is changing everything. Deion was going to do this at Florida State. He was going to turn Florida State back into a powerhouse. But Florida State did him dirty. No, Dante S is, what's up, Mello? No, Dante S is right. Dante said, I agree with Dante. Yes, the black colleges make most of their money from the classic. You're absolutely right. But that money that they're making, where does it go? Because a lot of these black colleges are poor. Why are these black colleges poor? I know why, because you got a lot of these token sambo ass Negroes that's in high places taking the money instead of giving it back to the school and to the student body. They taking the money, buying it on Benzes, buying it on Gucci, Louis, and all this stuff, be out there stunning. I know they do, because that's what they did at Texas Southern. That's why they had an overhaul of the president and all of them. Go look that story up. I might do a video on that one day. I'm gonna try to get back down to TSU. Oh yeah, the TSU versus PV Classic. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, dog, it's time to think bigger than that. Prime is trying to teach. Prime is trying to teach these guys, Felton, that look, we need to think bigger than this. We need to be innovative. We're not innovative no more. When we were segregated, right? This is why we should have still been segregated. I still agree we should have stayed segregated. We had our own money. We had bigger businesses. We had a stronger support for one another. You know, we took care of each other. We took care of each other. You know. Hold on real quick, guys. Right, ethical issues, politics. Yeah, she had to. I forgot the lady name. We stay play them every classic. We stay losing. Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about. It's like it come a point. It come a point now where it's like, look, it's time to grow. See, when we were segregated, I talked to my mother about this a while ago. When we were segregated, we were closer. We got more things done. We were a stronger community. We never could get told anything wrong. We knew the laws. All our kids were intelligent. Now that we've been desegregated and we don't live with each other no more, you know, we've gotten worse. And people love to come out and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, bro, we are messed up as a community because we've been desegregated. If we would have stayed segregated, we would have been fine. You understand? We would have been fine. But we didn't. And see, that's why we're in the predicament we're in now. Because we're not thinking big. And this is what Deion is doing. Deion is trying to build, he's trying to make more leaders. He don't want followers. He want guys to be doctors, lawyers. He's trying to teach black boys to be men. And this is some of the best coaches. And this is where I felt my coaching staff, when we had them at Texas Southern, they were focused on football players instead of focusing on boys being men and having character. And this is something that I've been preaching for a long time. But see, people don't look at that. People only look at people only look at people only look at what they want to look at and try to make an assessment out of it. You know, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that at all. And that's the problem. What's up, who did it? Oh, what's up, Marcus Collins? Man, Kanye wildin'. We'll talk about that another time, Daryl. I really don't like Kanye. I don't like Kanye, like dead ass. I don't like Kanye. I think Kanye's a piece of shit. And whatever happens to him, he deserves it. I don't wish nothing bad to happen to him, but when you say it was a choice for black people to be slaves, That's when he lost me. Now, I don't. He lost his mom. He ain't been the same. But bruh, you do stuff for attention, my G. Nobody got time for that, especially with you. But Deion Sanders is doing what he's supposed to do. You know, who did it this time? Make sure y'all go subscribe to Who Did It This Time, man. Who Did It This Time has Who Did It This Time, and the other page, Who Done It This Time. Man, both of them pages are rock solid. Man, Who Did It be talking about some real stuff. His editing work is probably the best I've seen on YouTube. Shout out to that brother. But Deion's trying to think bigger. He wants to play against the Alabamas. He wants to compete against the Georgias. That's his mindset. He's trying to beat them. He don't care about all this black college, this, and we're playing. Deion like, look, man, I'm trying to get to the next level. Right, Dante, I agree. His offensive line and D-line, you are absolutely correct. Dante S. No football. You got to build your O-line and D-line up. You got to. If your O-line and D-line is not on point, you're not beating no Power 5 teams. You are not beating no powerhouse teams. And that's the facts. You know. People can say whatever they want to say. So, you know, it is what it is. The trenches, yeah. The trenches is where it starts from. Everybody think, go get a quarterback. You don't need an offensive line. That's a lie. When you're building your team up, you always build your offensive line, then your defensive line, or vice versa. You always build the front first. If your front five or front four is not on point, you're going to lose. You're going to lose even on Madden. When you're playing and your D-line ain't good, you're going to get beat. What's up, Joe Cool, the coolest one? Say hi to the fam, man, for me. Your daughters, your wife, all of them. Like Joe Cool, I love Joe Bailey here. Joseph Bailey is a man who's been married for a long time. And that is something that a lot of blacks don't see. And see, this is what Deion is trying to have men be, is men. He needs men to be men. And that's the facts. Men are not men anymore. We got too many fake gangsters. We got too many fake thugs. We got too many punks instead of people being men. And it's not these boys' fault. These boys are coming from homes where the mother is trying to be the man is trying to be the man and the husband. I mean, the man and the mother. And it's hard to do. You can't do that. And see, this is something that Deion is trying to show people is, look, we're trying to be the best. That's what Deion's trying to do. Deion is trying to show everybody this is what needs to be done. This is how we need to get here. We're men. We're men. We've got to grow. Everything is not just about football. I'm looking at bigger. If they start beating the Power 5 teams, do you know how great that'll make Deion's legend? What it'll make his kids be? Like, these kids need somebody like that. That's what they need. They need somebody like Deion. I'm sure I can dig up an old friend or two to help out with Cobra Kai. I am Cobra Kai. So that's the thing. Okay, Cobra Kai's here. Oh, I will. I kiss mom for you, Joe Cool, and my sister and the nieces. You need an old line. Look at David Carr. He sucked, but he didn't have an old line. David Carr never really sucked to me. David Carr never had an old line. So we never knew what David Carr's career has always been incomplete to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame David Carr because he didn't have an offensive line. It's not his fault. He tried his best. Exactly, Joe Cool. Joe Cool said this best. Most of the power school coaches don't care about their players. They don't. Deion cares about his players. Deion is out here. He's out here bigging up his players. He's trying to raise men. He's trying to raise men. However, I disagree with my boy Chance. I don't think Shedeur should leave Jackson State to go somewhere else. I think he's fine where he's at because he's not going to get that same love or respect at other places. They're going to treat him like another player. Excuse me. I'm just saying. I think he's going to be fine when he gets to the league. He just has to work on some things. And since Deion got Tom Brady's number, he got all these quarterbacks' numbers, he'll get a lot more teaching of the game from them than he would if he goes to a regular school with these bum coaches, which they are bums. But, Deion is pulling out of the Southern Heritage Southern Heritage Classic. He's doing it because he's thinking long term. He's thinking big. And people got to remember, Deion Sanders is using his own money. He's using his own money for the majority of the stuff, which is great. This is something that Deion wants. This is his passion. So he's going to put everything into his passion. And Deion is showing these kids, even if you're not doing well in football, you're still learning how to be a man. You're still learning how to be on time. You're still learning, what he can do. And he's still teaching kids like what they can do, what they can't do. He's teaching them to be men by bringing in Brittany Renner, a girl who preys on these type of men, these type of boys. And she's putting them up the game because they could be in that same predicament. And everybody got mad at Deion for it. I'm like, no, Deion's smart. Brittany Renner is smart. But see, Brittany Renner messed up at she put herself out there in too much of a negative light. And then what she did to PJ Washington was just downright disrespectful. But PJ Washington's an idiot because he just got with another girl like her. Yeah, Cam needed this. If Cam would have played with a Deion Sanders, Cam was still fine regardless, but Cam is an anomaly. A guy like Andre Ware and all these guys could have used a Deion. And this is the thing, these black schools, they need a Deion. They need a man who, he ain't got to be like Deion, but he got to be a man teaching these kids. He's trying to build the HBCUs back up, and see, the HBCUs are trying to resent him, which they don't need to resent him at all or nothing. They need to go along with the program so we can start winning, man. So we can start getting people doing their thing.
Pride is more than a sport. Within every punch and kick lies centuries of tradition. It has a rich past. And now we want you to become part of its future. Welcome to Cobra Kai. While martial arts date back hundreds of years, our dojo is committed to providing state-of-the-art training. And the dojo is more than mats and machines. It's about the students. At Cobra Kai, we transform kids into champions. We are proud to be the home of the first female All-Valley Tournament champion, Tori Nichols. Cobra Kai, we believe anyone can be a winner. All you need is the right teacher. And now, you can be one of our students. Sign up now at our new flagship dojo in Encino with more locations.
Cobra Kai.
It's a new era in Cobra Kai.
Yep.
Come join us.
Cobra Kai. But yeah, well, Chance wasn't looking at it like that. Shout out to Chance anyway. That's my big bro, man. I love Chance to death. I can't wait to meet him one of these days. He probably gonna be ready to fight me because it'll go left and then we'll get back cool. But Chance was looking at it from a football standpoint, and he's right from a football standpoint. He is right. Shador would get better teachings at a better college, but the thing Shador will mess up at is learning how to be a man because these colleges can't teach you that. The player, like the coaches, they don't teach you that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I disagree with him from that point. But as far as he's talking about his technique, his fundamentals, his mechanics, he's absolutely right. Shador would be better with somebody else, but Shador, I think, could go a longer way in life if he stayed there. Because if he just goes to another school, he's gonna be a better football player, but he might get caught in a situation which he needed to get that guidance and teaching from from Coach Prime, excuse me. So that's the reason why I think he's fine where he's at. You got to start from the bottom. You know, if I was these athletes, I would be taking those thoughts down and killing on the field, on court. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. I would knock them down. I would knock them down, but see what these guys are doing, Mello. They're marrying these broads. Like these broads we just used to knock down. Oh yeah, absolutely, Dante. Travis Hunter made a big and bold move. Sure did. But Mello, I'm with you. I'll be knocking these chicks down. I would not get none of these chicks pregnant. I would blow their back out and I would take the condom and I would go somewhere. I would leave the room and take it far away. Cause she is not getting none of my stuff. None of my seed. Yeah, he did. And see, Travis Hunter, that's going to go a long way for his career because people are going to see him. They're going to be like, man, I need to do what he's doing. What's up, Daryl Jones? Salute HD. If Shador Sanders went to a Power 5 school, they would try to change his position. I agree, Daryl Jones. That is facts. They tried to do that with Lamar Jackson. Lamar wanted to go play for the University of Miami. They were going to switch him to corner or something. Lamar said, corner, I'm a quarterback. He went to Louisville, and ever since then, he's probably one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen it play. You know. He said put hot sauce in the condom. Nah, we ain't pulling no Drakes over here, Daryl Clark. We ain't pulling no Drakes. Only Drake we pulling is on an op. Drake we pulling is on an op or an F boy. Other than that, we ain't pulling no Drake in the bedroom. Nah, we smoking on dead ops around here, dead F boys. Old pan dudes around here. These old pans and old bands. Dion was just showing them cats that Renner is a chick you just smash, don't get pregnant. I don't know why everyone was mad. You know why everybody was mad? Because they just wanted to be mad, Daryl Clark. They want the Brittany Renners to be out there. They want them to take all the black athletes' money. So black athletes be broke. You don't never see them going after white athletes. You don't never see them being glorified by white athletes. Because white athletes are taught by everybody in the system, just screw these chicks and move on. That's why Jimmy G ain't with that porno star no more. He was just with that porno star for that night. He wasn't finna be with her forever. Right, if a girl mind ain't right, she ain't for me. Exactly, Mello. But you got a lot of these young kids. These young dudes don't know. They've been playing in AAU camps or they've been in different football camps. They don't have time to get to know chicks like that. So they think a fine chick with a big butt, a face, and knockers is the right way to go, and it's not. Because you got to remember, a lot of these guys come from single parent households. Shoot, I respect him for that. That's porn star Jimmy G. Yeah, Kiara Mia. Yeah, she is a thick Latina porn star. See, if you smash a porn star, that's fine. But if you trying to marry a porn star or you get a porn star pregnant, it's like, dog, come on. It's time to bounce. You gotta bounce, man. It's time for you to go. But yeah. But shout out to Coach Prime for pulling out the Southern Heritage Classic. He will no longer be doing the Southern Heritage Classic anymore with Tennessee State, and I agree, it's the right move. It's time to grow, man. It's time for these black colleges to start building their programs so they could take down these white colleges and get back to prominence, which we can. It's just gonna take some time. It'll probably happen in 2 decades, maybe. But we got to do it. Hey, Cino gonna cuss out Brady's wife if they lose to the Cowboys. I don't think they're gonna lose to the Cowboys. I just think that's gonna mess up Brady. But my thing is this: women gotta understand a man's gonna be a man, dog. You don't take a man's kids away from him. I don't care whether you white, black, or you never take a man's kids away from him. I used to tell my ex-girl, your son need to be with your dad more. And I am a proponent of that. If you have a boy and you or the mother is no longer together, you should have your boy most of the time because a boy needs his father. He doesn't need his mother because he's going to learn some bad tendencies from you. And I saw it early on. I hope it's changed now, which I think it might have, but a boy need to be with his father. A girl needs to be with her mother. If you're single parents, then the girl need to be with the mother. And you get the visitation. You get to keep them on the weekends, or I feel like this. Y'all can keep them half and half. Like the mom or you keep them for 3 days, and the other one keep them for the 3 days or 4 days. Split it or like do it like a half and half. Like you get it for 3.5, he get it for 3.5. Like split it down the middle. It's that these men need to be in they life. And that's the problem. We don't have enough men. A lot of these women use these boys like the 50 Cent issue. Like the thing with 50 Cent. Why would you as a mother, if you're mad at 50, then be mad at 50. But don't ever let your son be mad. That's one thing I give my ex. When she was mad at her baby daddy, she never mentioned it to the son. She never put the son in that type of environment. That's why I don't respect the mother who bashes the father instead of just talking about the father to their friends. They're talking about it to the kids. And of course the kid gonna think you a buster. But I'm looking at it like, dog, 50 used to have you everywhere. He used to have Marquise everywhere until he started getting older and listening to his damn mama. And then his mama dumb because she gonna listen to a homegirl who ain't got no man. And that be a lot of you women problem. Y'all listen to the homegirl who ain't got no damn man, or they dealing with a lame dude. But y'all listen to them. And then y'all want to get mad at us. Come on. Right, exactly. Exactly. The kids need to be in your life. You're right. I retract that statement, Mello. You're right. I would have custody of my daughter or son. Bump that. I would be fighting every day for that to happen. A man should have his kids. A man teaches structure. A woman is supposed to teach home. A man teaches structure. A woman basically takes care of the other stuff, the cleaning, the cooking, and things like that. But Brady's wife, man, she's wrong. I don't care how much money she makes, she's wrong. You never take a kid from their father. Come on. Because you mad and stuff because he wanted to play one more year. That's what he wanted to do. Let the man play. He finna play one more season. He's done. So now you mad, you gonna take the kids and bounce. Come on. Stop it. So yeah. I'm finna watch this show real quick, man, and go get a massage. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what y'all hear, y'all can donate to the page by going to my description box, hitting that link in the Cash App. That'll take you to my Cash App where you can donate whatever your heart's desire. You guys can also super chat when we're live or premiere video, and you guys can also do a super thanks after the video is over with. You guys can do a super thanks. So thank you guys, man, for your love and blessings. And make sure if you want to follow me on TikTok, I'm on TikTok now. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, all of that is in my description box. If you want me to Instagram, Facebook, whatever, that's all on my Instagram. So I mean, not my Instagram, but on my description box. So y'all be easy. I'm out. Deezy.